万利达音响，音频输入。
That's working.
Chinese device.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी 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 गोपीजन बल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन बल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपीजन बल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन बल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
Jai.
Jai Vishnu Bhakta Mahāsuk Prabhajivacharya Iskon Bhadracharya His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swāmi Srila Prabhupada Ji Mahārāj ki jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा माधव राधा गोपाल जी, श्री श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। प्रज्वलित नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय। संबित वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति सुपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादानुसगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते गौरगोविन्द स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्वसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 हरे कृष्णा। First of all, I want to pay my respect to obeisances at the lotus feet of my spiritual master, Srimad Gaur Govinda Swami Srila Gurudev. And also I want to pay my respect to obeisances at the lotus feet of ISKCON founder Acharya His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ji Mahārāj. Paying my obeisances at the lotus feet of Sadhu, Guru, Vaishnava and Acharyas. And also I want to pay my respectful obeisances to the Vaishnavas assembly here. By the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu, Sriman Nityananda Prabhu and by previous Acharyas' mercy. Actually we are reminding the instruction of MAHΑJANS. We are not qualified. We are not empowered souls. Like Gurudev used to say always, you should hear from such a person who is Premi Bhakta. And it is very, we can say, the rare souls got such opportunity to hear from such empowered souls. And for us, we are just repeating, reminding pure devotees' instructions, Shastra's instructions. We are just reminding, remembering. Like 2 days before we are discussing about the glory of Acharyas, how one should give respect to Acharyas, how one should develop unalertness. You have to cultivate one mood This is called Acharya Nishtha. Acharya Nishtata. Steadiness towards Acharyas. Because inside we have problem, outside we have problem. Inside problem means inside so many obstacles. Gurudev used to say, inside so many obstacles. Lust, anger, greed, envious, jealousy, doubt, always attacking us. And outside environment, association, enmity, no love, no trust. We are human. We are not. Even in demigod society, you can find enviousness. What to speak of? We are human. We are staying in society where there is no love, no trust, always doubtful. Very difficult. Outside obstacles, inside also obstacles. We want always. We can judge in our life. We want always our own man. Own man. Understand? One man means, oh, he liking me. He's my one man. He's my well-wisher. Even we want Guru as our own man, who can help me. Karma people, they are accepting Guru. Karmakanda people, they are also accepting Gurus. Why they are accepting Gurus? For their material benefit. But our tradition, we are accepting Guru, we are following Guru, as previous Acharyas, as our own man. They can save us from danger. They can share our love, affection. And this is natural. Artificially, you cannot love someone. When naturality is there, when some mercy, Guru's mercy, Krishna's mercy, you have some Krishna's mercy is with you, then you can love someone. When there is someone, the relationship with Krishna, then you can love everyone. But for us, always we are facing two obstacles. Inside obstacles, outside obstacles. So we are now in between. Only always challenges. We are always facing challenges. Who can save us? Who can save us from all these challenges? Inside obstacles, outside obstacles. Therefore, Acharyas, remembering Acharyas, following their instructions, and always this should be our duty. Try to understand the mood of Acharyas. Your bhajan, I'm going to say, your bhajan start from that point. When you can perform nice bhajan, real bhajan will start when you understand Acharya's mood. And how can you understand someone's mood? If I want to understand your mood, when you please with my activities, then you say, oh, this is my mood. You do like that. Two things is there. Someone expressing his mood, then you can know, or by your own affection you can know. Like mother, she never asked to his son, what do you want? No, out of affection she knows. Out of affection. She had such a nice mood. She immediately know my son like pakora, my son like sweet rice, my son. Out of affection. And if you have such devotion, such sacrifice life, no alternative motive, no other mood than to please Guru and Krishna. Then by super soul will manifest Guru's mood. What we are performing individually, we are chanting, we are performing, we are serving. Actually, according to our Parampara system, according to Gaudiya Vaishnavism Siddhantas, this is not bhakti. It pleasing to our senses, our mind, whether our activity is pleasing to sadhu or guru. That is very difficult to recognize. Very difficult to recognize. Generally, what we like, we want to do these things. I like worship, I want to do this. I want kirtan, I want to do these things. That we are discussing in Sravanotsavas. Anugatya. Even you want to perform any sort of spiritual activities, must be under the direction of spiritual master. There is no substitute word in English, Anugatya, that is just what we are discussing. Understanding the mood and to please Acharyas. In that mood, we have to perform all our activities. To please Acharyas. Understanding his mood. How can you understand his mood? Unless you sacrifice your life, unless you do something for Acharyas, Super Soul will not transmigrate his mood, not reflect his mood. You can understand, oh, Guru wants these things. Then you can surrender. If you don't see Guru's power, Acharya's power, how can you surrender? No, not possible. And this is not material power, it's spiritual power. And spiritual power you can realize only by your sacrifice, your dedication, your surrenderness. Otherwise it is not possible. Like how you are surrendered at lotus feet of Krishna, how much percentage, like 25% or 30% or 100%, how I can know? If I have spiritual connection with Super Soul will manifest. Okay, he's 30% surrender, he's 50% surrender. This is surrender process, the real process, not artificial thing. Artificial you cannot lead. Artificial you can do so many activities. If it not please to sadhu and guru, day by day you feel a dry life. Arguing mood will come, logical mood will come, doubting nature will predominate. Yes, sadhu guru is not pleased. And when you don't please sadhu guru, your attempt, your activities don't lead to please sadhu guru, it touches to karma kanda and gyan kanda. Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur used to say. It touches to karma kanda and gyan kanda. At that time, you have no unflinching faith. You lose your unflinching faith towards bhakti. It touches to karma kanda. I will worship like that. I will worship like that. I will perform this yajna. I will go to four dhams. I will do all these things. It touches to karma kanda. If you forget Acharya Upasana, and in this life you are not serious and you are not dedicating your life, you are not praying to Acharyas, how can I understand your mood? And I am not a qualified person unless you reveal what you like. Unless you reveal, it is a difficult job for me to know your mood. To please someone means you have to understand his mood. To please someone means you have to understand his mood. And they are not ordinary persons. They are not ordinary persons. You can please a conditioned soul by giving something. You give nice prasadam, nice material facilities, you can please a conditioned soul. But you cannot please a Acharya by giving something. You can please a Acharya only by your selfless dedication. When you become his, how can you say, you are a doll in his hand, puppet in his hand, because you want to please his worshipable deity. You cannot please Acharya by all material activities, by giving donation, this thing, that thing, that thing. No, you can't please. They are coming from that world. That prem dhane dhani, Gurudev used to say. You cannot show them so-called money donations. No, they are prem dhane dhani. They have prem dhan. Prem dhan. You can please only Acharyas when you cultivate his mood. What they want. What they want. And Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur used to say, if you yourself you are performing so many spiritual activities, or you are performing so many paraphernalia of limbs of devotion, actually this is not devotion. I like worship, I am worshipping. I like Bhagavatam, I am reading Bhagavatam. But this is not pure bhakti. It is not pure bhakti. Without Guru's understanding Guru's mood, without pleasing Guru, whatever, or even spiritual activity is not limb of pure devotional service. This is statement. And slowly, when you forget Acharya's mood, if you don't understand Acharya's mood, if you don't try to please him, slowly it touches to karma kanda and jnana kanda. Yeah, this is going on. This is Acharya statements. So with proper mood, we have to hear. And among all lips here, Shravan and Kirtan, these two lips is very important to understand Acharya's mood. Hearing and chanting. When you purify yourself, then Super will reveal Acharya's position, his mood. Then you can understand. And when you understand Acharya's mood, then you can dedicate your life. Dedicate fully. Fully you can dedicate. Like you see in case of Prabhupada. How in 70-year-old, such a risky, 70-year-old, you understand position of Acharyas. It manifests position. He said, no, I have to do it. I have to do it. So spiritual life means our whole program is connected with Acharyas. Acharya Upasana. Prabhupada, this term Prabhupada, especially West Prabhupada using Acharya Upasana. Acharya Upasana. Yes. And praying to Acharyas. Actually, when so many symptoms are there, whether you are performing pleasing Acharya or not, how can you know? By your spiritual activities, whether Acharya is pleased or not, how can you know? When we are performing some activities, sometimes we are become happy. Oh, I perform this service for my Gurudev, I perform this service for Prabhupada. But whether they are happy or not, how can we know? What are the symptoms? Some symptoms are there. Shastra indicating, reflecting, this is the symptoms. Acharya is pleased. When Acharya is pleased with your spiritual activities, day by day you come to your real position as Krishna Das, servant. Servitor mode become mature, more mature. Servitor mode. I want to serve more. I want to serve more. Servitor. And you feel yourself humble. You Sadhguru, please. So, pray. Yes. When Acharya is pleased with our activities, we can know ourselves. Shastra is reflecting us. We become humble and servitor mode. Servitorship mode. I want to serve more. I want to serve more. It's come. Actually, spiritual hankering come to serve, to please. More they please with our activities, more this hankeringness will come. You don't feel satisfied. Even outwardly it looks like you are helpless, but inside someone is just forcing you, pushing you to do something for Sadhu and Guru, because Acharya is accepting your service. If they are not pleased, even you are expert in such expert in other activities. Expert in other activities. But one thing you can find it, if Acharya is not pleased. You can achieve perfection, so-called perfection, material perfection like Ekalavya. Ekalavya was very expert. This is expertness, but not devotion. This is the between Arjuna and Ekalavya. What is the difference? You see, now Ekalavya is more expert than Arjuna. More expert than Arjuna. By his practice, by his expertness, by his talent, by his expertness, he got position over Arjuna. Therefore Arjuna complaining. When Arjuna saw this dog, arrows are there, he went and asked to Dronacharya, Gurudev, you told me to make me a great fighter in this world, but I saw, he is saying, your disciple, his name is Ekalavya, he is surpassing me. He is surpassing me.
this mood is good or not. You know the story. Arjuna, it is complaint or what is that? Arjuna is complaining. Huh? Complaining? No. He wants that I should be a real devotee. No one should surpass me in devotion, my Guru Bhakti. Not with competition he is saying, not with the envious he is saying. This is called Abhiman. This is called Abhiman, you understand? Real ego. I want a real devotee of my Guru, top devotee of my Guru. No one should surpass me. Which is surrender soul. He knows. It is not complain. Karmi people, they are Karmi writers, they are giving comments. Arjuna is complaining to Dronacharya, but Vaishnavas, they are not complaining. Arjuna became astonished. I just give up everything in my life. I became so 100% so attached to my Guru, but my Guru also promised me to make me topmost disciple. But how this person, without serving Guru, is surpassed? How it is possible? No one wants actually to become a great servant of Guru. Everyone wants, I want to become great. This is secret. I want to become a great devotee. Why? For your Guru? No, no. We want to become a great in this world. No one, this mood, Arjuna's mood is very nice mood. He wants to present his Guru. He wants to present his Guru. He is as a representative of his Guru. This is Dronacharya's power. This is not my power. Eklavya's mood is different. You know this story. What tattva is there? You know this story. Arjuna's mood, this is my Guru's power. Eklavya's mood is posing, is representing Guru in front, showing Guru is in front, but actually he thinks I am there. This is the difference. This is the difference. Guru can understand. Guru can understand. We want to become great. Why we want to become great? For my Guru? For Mahaprabhu? Or for ourselves? For this world, I want to become Guru. Why? What is need to become great? Our greatness, if our greatness, our qualities, our whatever we have, it is not pleasing to sadhu and Guru, it is just like, you can say it is just like useless. Useless. We cannot show so many nice qualities in front of a brilliant acharyas. What sort of quality we have? Just like within sunlight, you are showing some lamp. What is its value? Our so-called greatness, our so-called scholar, so-called knowledge, nothing in front of acharyas. Like yesterday we were discussing, we know philosophy, we know how to speak, we know everything, but we don't know essence. We don't know essence. But acharyas, they know essence. They know the essence. Therefore, we are always disciple. They are always Guru. Why we are always disciple? Because we know many things, but we don't know the essence. Essence? What is essence? Krishna Sukha Vasana. Krishna Sukha Vasana, giving pleasure. Always, our senses, our mind, whatever problem may be, our senses, our mind, our intelligence, always it should be fixed. How can I give pleasure to Guru and Gauranga? That we don't know. We know everything except this thing. Therefore, we are always disciple. We are always conditioned. And Guru, why Guru is always in that position? However dangerous position he may be, he is always thinking about Krishna's pleasure, Krishna's pleasure. Therefore, he is Acharya. When we will face some problem, is it possible to think about Krishna? No, no, no. This is the difference between the conditioned soul and Acharya. When we will be in bodily problem, we will be in material problem, we cannot chant. Even you chastise someone, immediately he can chant. Reaction comes. You chastise someone, you say something. So bodily, we are bodily attached. But Acharya is beyond that thing. In their, what do you say? In their heart, the seed is there. he transferred this seat to his own disciple, his own man. This is Krishna Sukhavasana. To give him pleasure to Krishna. This is his, how can I say, soul, his sole proprietor of these things. No one can, how can I say, get it without pledging. Jasya prasadat bhagavat prasad. He's sole proprietor of that thing. Krishna Sukhavasana. His mind, his senses, day and night, 24 hours he is busy. He just forgot himself. Therefore he is Acharya. We are forget Krishna, we are reminding ourselves always. They are reminding Krishna, they forgot themselves. Therefore they are Acharyas. Looks like body is there. Your body is there, my body is there. But how you attach to your body, how you are thinking yourself, about your matters, your family matter, whatever, what others are thinking, how you can know. Therefore, Prabhupada is always translating bodily conception of life. This word is very important. Where is your consciousness? Krishna consciousness, no? Without Acharya's mercy. If seed, Guru is not transferring this seed to your heart, you are not dedicating your life, you always worry about your body, my position, what will happen, this is going on, this is going on, this is going on. This is general. This is general. Arjuna is not worried for that thing. Arjuna is not complaining. He is not complaining. Because he knows the mood of his Guru. How Guru can cheat me like that? He promised me to make me a great fighter in this world. But how he surpass? Complain. You see, this is different between Arjuna and Eklavya. Then Dronacharya telling Eklavya, how you come to know? All the arts, all these things, all the tricks, how you came to know? He said, by practice. By practice. He saw. You see, your deity is there. He was also worshipping Guru. You see, he was also worshipping Guru. He installed a deity or not? Dronacharya's deity, he already installed. Who? Eklavya. He was also performing Guru Puja. Arjuna also performing Guru Puja. What is the difference?
No authorization from Guru.
Huh?
No authorization from Guru.
No authorization for Guru. He want to become Guru, therefore he is performing Guru Puja. He want to, how can you say, grab the position. I want to become Guru, therefore he is performing Guru Puja. Gurudev, give me blessings, I want to become Guru. I want to occupy. I want to occupy your seat. Gurudev saying, I am a disciple, I can't occupy, I cannot sit with my Guru. This is the difference. Arjuna want to become disciple, and Eklavya's vision, Eklavya's position, he want to occupy Guru's position. He was also worshipping Guru. He was also performing Guru Puja. He was also paying obeisances. But why? Guru, give me blessings so that I will become great. I will become great. I don't want to become servant. This is the difference. I don't want to become subordinate. Therefore, Eklavya, you understand. Sorry, Dronacharya understand. He said, okay, if you are my disciple, then give me Guru Dakshina. You have to give me some charity. After finishing education, you have to give something. Yes. I am ready. Give your thumb. Immediately just cut his thumb. He devoted or not? No? He said yes. No, not devoted. Not devoted. He want to become great. Always you should remind, he want to become great, therefore he's just cutting his thumb. I want to, no one is like me. No one is, I am such a Guru Bhakta, you see. I'm just cutting my, you want to become great. You don't want to become disciple. This is the problem. Now, our position is like Eklavya. Why we are worshipping Guru? Why we are worshipping Guru? We want to become great. No, we don't want to become a humble servant like Arjun. And Guru knows we cannot cheat Guru. He is expansion of Super Soul. He knows. Dronacharya knows. In future, all his techniques, all his practice, all his qualification will create problem. It will create problem for him. Actually, without Guru Bhakti, without Guru's blessings, whatever quality we have, that will create problem for us. There is a moral instruction, within snake's head. It's called money in English. I don't know. Jewel, huh? Jewel is there. Then, when it grow up, what happen, someone will kill him, sure. And he becomes so furious. Whenever he saw someone, before he was, now he want to attack everyone because he have now jewel. He is developing fearness. Maybe someone will come, kill me and take this jewel. Jewel, such a valuable thing is there, but it is not for snake, it is for king. It is for king's crown, not for snake. Snake carrying jewel, but he just, how can you say, finishing his life only for the jewel. It's not helpful. If someone have these tendencies, he have nice qualities, but tendencies like snake. He's not a devoted. He's not a devoted. He's not devoted to his guru. He's not devoted to parampara. All his qualities finish his spiritual life. I don't want. Please, yeah. We don't want extraordinary qualities. Guru's blessing. You just keep. By Guru's blessing, you can get everything. We don't want extra qualities. How to speak, how to sing, how to all the other things. By Guru's blessing, whatever is coming, just serve your spiritual master. Serve Parampara and Acharyas. When you cultivate mood, when you want to serve Guru and Krishna, they will give you proper intelligence. Snake. So, Dronacharya knows these things. Therefore he said, okay, give your finger. Sorry, thumb. Just cut down his thumb. And still now in India, everyone is loving Dronacharya. Still in India, when they are preaching, like so-called leaders, those are very devoted to country, when they are preaching, they are always blaming Arjun and this is injustice. This is injustice. From material side, this is injustice. But from spiritual side, he want to surpass his guru. He is such a dangerous. This is dangerous, intelligent, dangerous stage for a disciple. When you want to surpass his guru, when you minimize guru's position, no. Like yesterday we were discussing. However you great man, your position is always at Guru's lotus feet. Don't forget that thing. However you great may be, your position is always at the lotus feet of Guru. Not more than that. If you forget this point, then you are inviting all inauspiciousness to your life. This is inauspiciousness. This is danger. Welcoming danger. Welcoming danger. Nothing. In spiritual life, you see, they are merciful. Sadhus are a merciful incarnation of Krishna. Krishna Kripa Sarvati. They are coming. They want to serve mercy. Why we are not receiving mercy? Why not? We are disrespecting. We are disrespecting. Therefore, Krishna is not saying to ordinary persons. Krishna never discuss all these secret things to ordinary persons, to knowledgeous persons. Uddhava. Acharya Mang Vijan. To whom he is discussing? He is discussing this thing with Uddhava. Acharya Mang Vijan. Navamanyat karachit. At any circumstance, don't disrespect Acharyas. But Gurudev used to say, this is conditioned nature. Although many times Guru warning, Don't do this thing, don't do this thing, don't think his Guru is a human, mortal being. Don't think like that. But still this thing is coming to mind. The severe offense. This thing is coming to mind. And we want to calculate always. Through our intelligence we want to calculate. Sadhu, Guru, their position. No. If you are 20% surrender, you can, Krishna will reveal, Sadhu will reveal 20% to you. His position. You don't think, you know Sadhu. You are not sure of Sadhu. No. If you 30% surrender, Sadhu will reveal to 30% to you. If you 100% surrender, then you can know the real position of Sadhu. Otherwise it's very difficult. Arjuna knows the position, Eklavya don't know. Eklavya want to become great. He want to surpass. And another, Bhaktivedanta Swami Thakur gives one commentary in Eklavya's story, nice story. If someone is envious to Vaishnava, he will lose all good qualities and he can't get blessings from Guru or Krishna. Eklavya is envious to Arjuna. This snake, like we are discussing, snake tendency. Snake is very envious. Envious persons, their life is very miserable, miserable life. They can't get mercy. They can't get mercy. And Bhaktivedanta Thakur giving another commentary in Eklavya's, no one became greater than Vaishnava. If you are trying, no, I want to become great. No, you can't surpass a Vaishnava. If Acharya's blessing is there, Dronacharya's blessing is there, how? You're just developing a dare to surpass Arjuna. No. This is not possible. Material argument, material judgment, material speculations, nothing. It is not helpful in spiritual life. Spiritual life, just pray to Krishna, pray to Guru. Everything will reveal. This is a revealing process. You think this is right, this is wrong. What you think then? That is not like that. You think this is right, you thinking this is wrong. But you don't know Acharyas. You don't know Acharyas. And their positions, just pray to them. Everything will reveal. Time will come. Time will reveal you. Oh, this is the fact. Now I am realizing. Now I am realizing. Therefore, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say one statement, when you are performing some spiritual activities according to your choice, so actually that is not pure devotional service, but inside lust and anger is there, but you can't remark it. You understand? Like, I like this thing, I like this thing, I want to worship, I want to do these things. Without Guru's instruction or without understanding Guru's mood, without Guru's permission, if you performing some activities, spiritual activities even, and inside lust and anger is there, and time will come, they become so prominent, they will defeat you. So own test, always we want own test. I like this thing, own test. He said, no, this is not helpful, this is not helpful. Even one Acharya is saying something, we don't like, but time will reveal you. You just follow Acharyas. Just follow, time will come. Acharya will reveal, okay, you see. Time will come. Something we like, but it don't give pleasure to Acharyas. Then he's saying, behind lust and anger, day by day, actually it looks like outside you are worshipping, performing bhakti, but inside you are giving food, you are helping to lust and anger. Who is our protector? When you are not reminding Guru, when you are not reminding Acharyas, when you are not meditating on his instructions, they become so prominent. You are a demoniac nature, like one day we were discussing. You feel like I am a demon. For 10 years, 5 years, no problem. When we knew devotees, for 10 years, no problem. Nowadays, after 2-3 years, you face problem. After 10 years, you find many spiritual problems. Why? By association, dupliciousness came, crookedness came, doubt came, offense mentality came. And what is going on, what others are doing, all thoughts are coming. And at that time, if you don't follow, and you are not following Sadhu Guru's instruction, you are not under guidance of Sadhu Guru, and not strict following, all these things act like a demon. Your propensity will be like a demon. You lose faith. You can't put faith on Vaishnavas. You see any Vaishnavas in Tilak? You see any Vaishnav? You look Vaishnav. And you look at person is coming with nice dress. Oh, please come, Hare Krishna. Devotee is saying to karmi people Hare Krishna, but devotees? You see? I am saying practical, I am open. I am not fearing to anyone. I am saying like that. This Shastra is saying like that. When you are seeing someone is wearing nice dress, with his wife, with his children, you are saying Hare Krishna, please come. You are liking life member. You are liking life member. But they are Krishna's life member, devotees. You don't like. Why? Indirectly looks like you are performing spiritual activities, but indirectly you are giving food, material food to lust and angers. And it becomes so prominent, it will cover your consciousness. You will disrespect Guru, Parampara, Sadhu, Acharyas, and day by day you will lose faith. Be sure. When you disrespect Acharyas, all problems will come. All problems. Therefore, Shastra is saying, Krishna is saying, Karachit, in any circumstances, you can, don't judge by also disciple. Sometimes we are also losing faith. Oh, he's such a great Maharaj disciple, he's doing like that. Huh? This is not also our Siddhantas. You can't say like that. You can't say like that. Give chair. You can't say like that. No, he's this Maharaj disciple. He's acting like that. He's a great. No. Whether he's following his Guru or not. If he's not following Guru, in namesake his disciple, you can't judge Guru by his disciples' nature. No, it's not possible. In namesake. You see, Akalabhya, still Vedic history is just admitting. Akalabhya is disciple of Dronacharya, but we don't want to admit. You understand? We don't want to admit because he's not following his Guru. But he's declaring, I am disciple of Dronacharya. He's declaring. Guru said, no. Therefore, usually I am saying in Oriya, 1,000 times we are saying Gurudev. But if Guru said one time, he is my disciple, your life becomes success. What you want? You want to utter 1,000 times Gurudev, or Gurudev will utter one time my disciple? We want one time. Our glorification, actually we are glorifying Guru to become Guru. This is dangerous. Like Ekalabhya mentality. Ekalabhya showing his devotion, actually it is not Guru Bhakti. He wants to become great. It is subtle desire. Very dangerous. You want to become a real servant of Guru, by Guru's blessing. And false ego is there, body is there. What to do? When you just sell your head, sold everything, at lotus feet of Guru and just cry. If they use you, then you can come to this position. And our so-called glorification to Guru, actually what? Everyone will praise, I am like Ekalabhya. I am Guru Bhakta. Therefore, always in Bhagavad Katha, usually we are discussing these things. 1,000 times we are saying Gurudev. But Guru, if say one time, he is my disciple, bas finished. Our job is finished now. One time, he is my disciple, bas. we have thousands of disqualifications, but when Guru said, if your devotee is saying, is my disciple, finish. But we have thousand, if I have thousand qualities, but Guru is not accepting. We are saying Gurudev, 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 but he is not accepting. What is the value of these qualities? I am speaking nicely, you are preaching nicely, you are doing everything. But what is its value? So-called qualities, Guru is not pleased. What is its value? We want to be, my English is not good, please excuse me. We want to be recognized by Guru. We want to be recognized by Guru. Not recognized by everyone. We want to be recognized by Guru. Oh, he is my one man. He is my one man. Like Dronacharya, according to his own blessing, how can I say, one? From his own side, he chose Arjun. I will make Arjun the greatest warrior in this world. He chose. He chose. But this is the defect in Ekalavya. Ekalavya, as worshipping Guru, he had some devotion. You can't reject, he had no devotion. Have some devotion. But this devotion is for Pratishtha. I want to become great. I want to surpass the Guru Bhakta. This is another problem. Another problem? No. He may be Grasta, he may be Omyans, she may be Omyans, whoever he or she may be. If she is devoted to Guru, Guru already, how can I say, choose this person. He is my one man. You cannot surpass. You can't surpass. Don't compete with him. Because Guru choose. This was the problem in Ekalavya. He don't recognize, he recognized Dronacharya, but he don't recognize Arjun, Guru Bhakta. They are very defeated. They are very defeated. He knows my Guru have power. He knows very well. Otherwise, why he installed deities? Why he installed deities? He's practicing, he's trying his best. He's trying his best. But not giving respect to a Guru Bhakta. Therefore, we are always giving respect to our God brothers. This is our tradition. God brothers is as equal. You may be sannyas, you may be Guru. No. God brother means they have same right. They have same right. You understand? Same right means you have to give some respect. As you are giving respect to your Guru. Maybe some of them may be Guru Bhakta. If you don't give respect, because if Guru choose him, severe offense. Guru already choose this person. So therefore, Bhaktivedanta Saraswati used to say, when you choose something, I like this seva, I like this seva, I like this seva, but not understanding Acharya's mood, then inside lust and anger becomes so prominent, it's act like a demon. Time will come, they will defeat you. Because you are choosing something and you are forgetting Acharya's seva. You are forgetting Acharya's seva. Therefore Shastra says, Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, Chittete, Kariya, Oikya. This Oikya word is very important. Oikya. Oikya means, what can you say? With attention, with attention, full attention. Just meditate. Chittete, Kariya, Oikya. Fix it. This is my Guru's instruction. This is my Guru's instruction. Like we are discussing, meditate on Guru's instruction. Prabhupada saying, meditate. This is our meditation. Prabhupada saying, this is our meditation. How to please spiritual master. Prabhupada saying strictly, this is a meditation. Such a higher platform. Oh Krishna, you have to forget yourself. If you want Guru Seva, you have to forget yourself, your position. I am sannyasi, I am a grasta, I am brahmachari. No, you have to forget yourself. I am king's son, I am a rich person, I am a poor person. No, you have to forget yourself. Then you can get some test in spiritual life, in Guru Seva. Ekalavya is sincere or not? He is not callous, he is sincere. You see, what is the difference between Karna and Ekalavya? When Dronacharya rejected Karna immediate approach Parshura. He immediate approach Parshura. But when Dronacharya rejected Ekalavya, he never went to someone. You see, how sincere he is. You have to judge from both sides. He have all good qualities, but only he is just competing with a Guru Bhakta, not understanding his Guru's mood. Not understanding his Guru's mood. And in subtle desire, I want to become a great Guru Bhakta. No one became a Guru Bhakta. If Guru did not choose you, how can you become Guru Bhakta? How sincere he is? He is sincere than Karna. Although he has become tribal community, he has become, he belongs to tribal community. And Karna, Kunti's son. Kunti's son. When he reject, Dronacharya reject, immediately approach Parshurama. But when Dronacharya reject Ekalavya, I want to learn from you. He's so sincere. I want to learn from you. Mood was very nice, but only losing some points. So, Guru Bhakti is very, this Krishna, Guru Bhakti means Krishna Bhakti. Krishna's mercy is coming through Guru. There are some subtle points are there. Therefore, always we have to meditate. We have to meditate. How can I please my spiritual master? How can? At least I could try my best. When you don't have relationship with Guru and you are performing some spiritual activities, Bhaktivedanta Thakur saying, Guru Sambandha, without Guru Sambandha. Whenever you are acting some activities, you are performing some activities, spiritual activities, it turns toward Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. And you forgot one point. Guru transfer one thing. Krishna Sukha Vasana. If you don't focus on that point, you perform all spiritual activities, but one thing you can achieve. What is that? Sukha Vasana. I want to give pleasure to my Guru, to Krishna. My life is only meant for that. That point you will miss always. You will miss always that thing. You may worship, you may cook, you may offer, you can perform all activities, but it is just like mechanical. It is like mechanical. Something is not coming, some taste is not coming. Because by Guru's blessing, this seed is transferred to disciples' heart. Then you become fortunate soul. Pramanda Bhamite Kon Bhagyavanchi. Guru's blessing. Therefore, Guru Seva, Guru Seva, Guru Seva. Always. Guru Susrasaya Bhaktya, Sarvalabdha Rapananamcha, Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam, Iswara Radhanach. 7th canto. Prahlad Maharaj saying, this is not Prahlad Maharaj saying, this is Narayana Rishi saying. Narayana Rishi told to Narad, Narad told to Prahlad. Prahlad now speaking to demonic voice. This Narayana Rishi's instruction. Guru Susrasaya Bhaktya, Sarvalabdha Rapananamcha. Tatra Sahasra Upayanam Ayam Bhagavata Udditaha. Prahlad Maharaj mentioned. Oh demonic voice. There are thousands of procedures how to get liberation or how to get out from this material world. But I am saying what Vishnu said. And this is the easiest way. And first point, Guru Susrusaya Bhaktya. Bhaktya. When he was installed deity, Dronacharya installed deity, every day, he was worshipping or not? He was performing Guru Puja or not? Paying obeisance or not? Before practicing, he was remembering or not? He was performing all activities. But Guru is not accepting. Guru is not accepting. Relation is not established. When Guru is not accepting, he just displays with your mood. Guru displays with your mood. He is super soul. No, he knows. Shastra Guru Atma Rupi Apana Ke Jana. Krishna Mar Prabhutrata Jibaroya. Gyan. Shastra knows. When we are preaching Shastra, Shastra also. No, Shastra will not manifest before you. If you use Shastra for name, fame, prestige, adoration, Shastra will not manifest. Shastra will not manifest. Like we call it like stereotype. There is a term in English. My English is not stereotype. Stereotype. It will not manifest. Sabda Brahma will not descend. Because he is in your heart. He knows, oh, why he is preaching? For his name, for a disciple, for money, and to want to become great. He knows. We cheat everyone, but we cannot cheat Super Soul, Krishna. He knows. So that the word is coming, with this word, Sabda Brahma, the potency, Sadhu's potency, Veda's potency, it will be not there. Yes, this is very practical process. Unless we have a specific relationship with Guru, we don't accept him as our own man. How Super Soul will give you strength to perform some spiritual activities? It's just mechanically you are doing something, or whimsically, or with in a stubborn way. Oh no, I want to do this thing. I want to. Okay, you can do it, no problem. But you judge by yourself. What sort of releasement you are getting? Why releasement is not coming? Because in your heart, you must have, like we were discussing before days in Bhubaneswar. In your heart, always you should meditate. Always you should think, my Guru's lotus feet is in my heart. And in your mind, always Guru's word. Resounding. Resounding. Yes, always. Vibrating Guru's word. Then your life is secure. Then your life is secure. Then you will not mislead. You don't go here and there, no. They will protect you. Oh, yeah, this is the procedure. Reminding. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, don't practice many shastras. Bahut shastra, kalabhyasa, kabhunat. This is not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction also. Among 64 limbs. Don't practice many shastras. And different arts, like singing, playing, all these things. Why? Huh? No. So, if in your mood, why I am a jnani, I am a knowledgeous person. If this thing will come, then you will forget one thing, you will miss one thing. What is that? Guru Sukhavasana, Krishna Sukhavasana. My life is only for his pleasure. There is chance to forget these things. There is chance. Therefore Shastra forbidden. No, don't go in that direction. Don't read so many Shastra. Meditate on Guru Seva. It may create hindrance in Guru Seva. Therefore Shastra is saying. Krishna, Vasudev wrote down so many Shastras. He wrote down so many Shastras. But why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying these things? Shastra is for us, not for anyone. But why in one direction Shastra manifests, Acharyas manifested Shastras, and in another direction Acharya is saying don't read so many Shastras. When we are forgetting this thing, my duty is to please spiritual master. If you forget this point, then all problems will come. Even you know Shastra, if you know everything, like black cloud, it will cover the sky like that. Your consciousness will be covered. Yes, this is Acharya Upasana. But if you have so many weakness, so many bad habits, so many things, weakness towards food, weakness towards sleeping, many things, but you have a special attachment, special love for Acharyas, special love, and you are praying and crying and always saying, you know, Gurudeva, my qualification is like that. I am a disqualified person. I want to serve you. But all these are my obstacles. These weaknesses are my obstacles. But there is a chance. You can find one. It's called Dainatmika Bhakti. When you have love for Acharyas, but you have weakness, when you pray that things, Dainya becomes a humbleness. Day by day, if you are serving and praying and you have weakness, you are praying, it is better position than a jnani. Someone is cultivating Shastra, is preaching, everything is doing, but not, his mood is not towards Acharyas. He is not thinking about Acharyas. He is not praying to Acharyas. Better than this, better. Although weakness is there, he have attachment to Guru, Acharyas, he want to serve, but he is incapable, but he is praying. He's praying. And day by day, his dainya, his humbleness comes. This humbleness comes. And this is Guru's also blessing. This is Guru's blessing. Krishna's blessing. He's showing our Swarup. Oh, you have all these faults. There is no other way than cry. You have to cry. You have to cry. Actually, this is Acharya's arrangement. If he chooses you, he will make you cry. If he chooses you, you have to cry. There is no other way. No one will cooperate you. No one will cooperate you. You can't find anyone else. You can't find anyone else. No one will help you. Yeah. This is Acharya's arrangement. He chose already. This is crime path. Gurudev Singh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Acharyas. Prabhupada, you see, Prabhupada, in case of Prabhupada, in case of Gurudev. If he chooses you, he makes you cry. No other hope. And sometimes he will arrange everything for you. And by crying, we can develop these things. We can feel our position, our weakness, we can realize our weakness, and sometimes deeply we can pray. Danyatmika Bhakti. Danyatmika. Therefore, Ramanacharya mentioning in his commentary, not commentary, one verse is there. Don't associate with such, because when there is this topic is coming to, with whom we should associate. And he is saying, Dehabhimaninam saradham savasa na karayat. Sri Vaishnavani chinnhani dhrutapi visayaturi. Te saradham vanchaka jane savasam na karayat. Those are cheaters. Even they are putting tilak. They are not devoted. They are not devoted to Guru. They are not devoted to Acharyas. So saradham vasam na karayat. Don't associate with him. Don't stay with him. Dehabhimaninam. Those are very attached to their body. Dehabhiman. My prestige, this is, I want this one, this body. Don't associate with him. Dehabhimaninam saradham savasana karayat. Sri Vaishnavanam chinnhani dhrutvapi visayature. Although he is putting all Vaishnavas like tilaks, wearing Ganthimala, but Visayatura, he is always hankering for material enjoyments. Don't associate with him. Don't associate. And te saradham vanchaka jani savasam na karaya. They are cheaters. They are always cheating others. Don't associate with him. We want to, when Shastra saying all these things to protect us, not to, how can I say, blaspheme the devotees. Shastra is just to protect us, he's saying, don't associate. It doesn't mean we have to blaspheme this devotee. You are a cheater, you are attached to body. No, Shastra is not saying for that thing. Shastra is want to protect us. You should know the symptoms. You save yourself. Because we want Guru Bhakti. We want Acharya's Upasana. Jadiva Sraddhavotopi Prarabdhachivasenam Visay Sambandhabhyaso bhavati tathapi tad badhaya Visay Sambandha samayapi Dainyatmika Bhaktireva Uchchalitasya. Jiva Goswami mentioning, like before we are discussing, Jadiva Sraddhavotopi Prarabdhadivasena Visay Sambandhabhyaso bhavati. Sometimes we have love, we have affection for Guru, but due to our prarabdha, due to our previous bad karmic reactions, sometimes we are attached to material things. But we have affection for Guru, we want to do something for Guru, but due to our bad habits, past karmic reactions, it creates a problem, attachment towards material objects. But Jiva Goswami mentioning, tathapi tad badhaya Visaya Sambandha samayopi Dainatmika Bhaktireva Uchchalitasya. Because you have some affection towards Acharyas, when you are enjoying material objects, when you have touch with material objects, at that time you are crying, but you have attachment. Dainatmika Bhakti, how can I say? Humbleness. Humbleness is coming. You are repenting, you are praying, but still you have attachment towards material objects. Shraddhavato, this what is important. If someone is very faithful, because in Acharya Upasana, in Guru Bhakti, Acharya Upasana, giving respect to previous Acharyas, present Acharyas, most important thing, Dhrida Shraddha. Dhrida Shraddha, unflinching faith. Unflinching faith towards Acharyas. This is most important thing. And when you have such attachment, but the attraction towards material objects, it creates a problem for you. But you have affection for Guru. But still, when you are enjoying, or you have touch with material objects, at that time you are repenting, you are crying. And he is saying, this is Dainyatmika Bhakti. Oh Krishna, I am such a fallen soul. Gurudev, I am such a fallen soul. You told me to do these things, but I failed to do this. He's crying. He's crying. He's crying. And repenting. And this is one type of, how can I say, conditioned source worship actually. When we are praying to Guru and informing our furious condition, incapabilities to Guru, Gurudev, I am such a person. I know everything, but I am incapable to do all these things. Unless you help, what I can do? What I can do? This praying mode is very important. Praying mode is very important. Gurudev said, unless you pray, you can't get anything in this life. You can't get anything. Matham people know better than me. His English, and he know all Gurudev's lectures. He know very well. He can explain. He can explain nicely. Gurudev already said all these things. Unless you cry, unless you remember Guru, and Gurudev saying like that. You know Gurudev's English, and he's showing his finger. Without Guru's mercy, you can't. 1 inch, Gurudev saying like that. 1 inch, Gurudev saying like that. Yeah, like this. You can't advance. Can't advance. He's saying like that. Without Guru's mercy, without Acharya's mercy. This is realization. Because there's how can I say, like as I told, sole proprietorship. This is Guru's giving pleasure to Krishna. This is Radharani's eternal potential, Radharani Shaktis. This is descending through Guru Parampara. He is sole proprietor, Guru is sole proprietor. He knows what a conditioned soul can do. He is always attached to body. Without mercy, he can't do anything. Krishna Sukhavasana. Guru transfer. Therefore, this mercy, Guru transfer. When he chooses someone, okay, he is doing something for me, then he please. And this seed transfer to his heart. Now, some spiritual hankering comes. Okay, I want to please my Guru, I want to please Krishna. These are procedure. They are procedure. But lackings are there. All these are lackings. You understand? Lackings, shortcomings, like Ekalavya. Competent with Guru Bhakta, envious towards Guru Bhakta, and stubborn, how can I say? Jiddhi. Stubborn mentality. This Guru said, yes, admit it. Stubborn mentality is not good at all. Not at all. Not at all. Guru is saying something, just admit. And even by your practice, by your intelligence, by your talent, you achieve so many things. Lastly, you can. If Guru will not choose you, all your expertness, everything becomes zero. You see, in case of Ekala. And just imagine in case of Arjun. Who arranged everything for Arjun? Huh? Guru arranged, not Krishna. Not Krishna. Dronacharya arranged. Among 5 brothers, why he chose Arjun? Not Yudhishthir. Very serious. Very serious. I just read this story, maybe other guru knows this story. Once in dark night, he was just practicing arrow, shooting arrow. Who? Arjun. And Dronacharya came from backside, he saw. Arjun is practicing still. Everyone is sleeping, he is practicing. And he said, how is it possible? In a dark night you are here practicing this thing. Is it not possible to shoot arrow? He said, Gurudev, if it is possible, when in our hand, when we are eating, we are practicing eating, even in dark night we can eat. He is giving this example. When you practice something, you can do it. In dark and day or night, you can do it. He is giving this example. When we are eating, through our hand, we have practiced. That even in dark night we can eat. Without light, we can also eat. So if you have practice, why not it? Possible. Then Dronacharya becomes so pleased. He becomes so pleased. Oh, he's very serious. Just give some asana. Yeah, he becomes so pleased. He's serious. He's serious. He's trying his best. What we can do in our life? Only two things. With simplicity, we have to understand the tattva, Guru's mood. With simple, not by other qualifications. With simple mood, we have to understand, because they are spiritual ambassador. What do we know? Only by our intelligence we know some shastras. What experience we have about spiritual world? Just imagine, what experience? No practical experience about spiritual world. We are saying Krishna's name is not different from Krishna. We are saying. We have no realization. Actually, we have no practical realization about spiritual. Therefore, Gurudev said this is fourth dimension thing. You just admit, time will come, it will reveal. It is revealing process. Simple we have to. Only Guru wants, like Arjun, in dark night he's trying. He's trying. When you try, then Guru says, okay, this is sincere. He's trying. And when you try in spiritual field, no strength. In material field, if you try, you can get success. Spiritual field, when you try, then you have to cry. When you try, you don't get success, you have to cry. And Guru makes you cry. Guru makes you cry. You will make arrangement, such arrangement, you feel hopeless. And this hopelessness is different. You understand? This hopelessness is different. Karmi people, they become harassed, they feel hopelessness. But when Guru makes you arrangement, Guru makes you cry, it's big. So, from inner thing, inner spirit is coming. No, I have to do these things. But you are crying. Like a small child is crying, but he is not feeling hopeless because mother is there. The mother is there. But when he becomes young, when he is crying, he is feeling hopeless. When he was a child, he was crying, he is not hopeless. Always, mother is there. Our position is like that. Actually, we are conditioned so. Our position is like that. Although, we should develop the mentality like child. I am trying my best, Gurudev. And mother is there. And trying and crying, mother is there. But if you become young, like when he become young, he forgot. He don't think my mother. Therefore he feels hopeless. Helpless, hopeless, homeless, everything less. Yes. Practically, when you feel individual, no, I am a sannyasi, I have everything, I have money, I have this thing, I have this thing, or I have everything, whoever I am, maybe sannyasi, grasta, brahmachari, whoever I am. When you think individual, forget from Guru, now hopeless, homeless, everything, less. Like a small child, no mother. Only sincere effort. We can try. We can pray. Try, pray, cry, pass. Three things. Three business only. You have to pray, you have to cry. Try, pass. And something is not happening, you have to pray. Praying is not happening, you have to cry. After praying, what you next stage is crying. Small child pray to mother, give me. It's not happening then, start to cry. These are our steps. Try, pray, lastly cry. Whole life. According to stage, when you are brahmachari, a different stage. When you are grasta, different stage. When you become brahmachari, sannyasi, different stage. When you become guru, every time three principles. According to your level, you have to try, you have to pray, you have to cry. This is life. This is life. Always reminding Acharyas, always try our best. How they came to our thought. How his lotus feet always should be in my heart. How his words should always in my ear, it should vibrate in my ear. Gurudev said these things. Gurudev. Actually, Guru Bhakta, when he hears something, he's not hearing anything. You understand? When he hears any word, he's reminding, oh, my Gurus, this is my Gurus. This is my Gurus. He's not hearing from anyone. When he hears from someone, oh, my Gurudev is speaking, my Gurudev is speaking. He never think, oh, this he's preaching, he's preaching. No. Only by hearing he realized, oh, my Guru is saying, my Gurus, Gurudev said these things, Gurudev said these things. Oh, the person is different in Vyasasana. But when he is hearing, he just realizing his Guru. He's realizing his Guru. This is our property, actually. This is our property. This is our life. This is our life. Gurudev trained us. On one side we are fortunate and from one side we are unfortunate. From one side, why we are fortunate, we have chance to meet with such a elevated Krishna Prastha. He trained from ABC, everything is practical life. Gurudev once told, one devotee, Uriya devotee, he came to Mayapur. Gurudev gave a nice class, private class. Once Gurudev in Uriya, in Orissa, he requested Gurudev, please you give same class in Uriya so that I can record it. Gurudev said, what? You thinking I am speaking? Gurudev saying this thing. You are thinking I am speaking, I am reading, I am speaking? No. Krishna is saying something. I cannot say now this thing. I can't say now. This is Gurudev's position. And from one side we are so fortunate, and from one side we are so unfortunate because so much facilities at that time to achieve Krishna Prem, but we don't understand at that time. Especially for me, we are so young, 2 years only, 92 I came, 96, yeah. And always Gurudev sending, go. You go to Sankirtan. Even one day before you can't come to temple. One day before, you can't come. No, this is your seva. And at that time, we don't have such realization about Shastras. Now we are understanding Shastras, but when we are understanding Shastras, everything, Tattvas. And Tattvacharya is not with us. Now we have to, what we have to do? We have to pray. We have to cry. So two things are there. Sometimes fortunate and sometimes unfortunate. Because all these teachings, like Bhaktisiddhanta Ramanacharya mentioning, although sometimes we have specific attachment towards material objects, but if we have love for Sadhu Guru, love for Krishna, when we are developing attachment towards material objects, we are crying, we are repenting. Krishna, Gurudev, you told me don't do these things, but I am doing these things. What I can do? You help me. You help me. He's saying, Danyatmika bhakti uchchilita bhavati. The humbleness, the devotion mixed with humbleness, it's just coming. And repenting, he's crying. He's crying. If you have devotion towards your Guru, you have unpleasing faith towards Guru. Yes, everything will be revealed. This is a revealing process. So maybe Madhavan Prabhu can speak something about Gurudev. Yeah, I am requesting that. Please. No, please. You can speak something. Even something, please. They're my senior God brothers and Gurudev like them.
Goloruharam Goranga Gurachana Gopira Kopa Vriksham Pathalagara Ratidam Yuti Singha Gor Bhagavatam Supatam Mayapur. So this prayer, which we composed with a friend of ours a few years ago, Gauragra Ganya Gana Gotra Gauraram, that amongst the confidential associates of Mahaprabhu, Mahārāj is a shining garland around him. Not like one person is thinking that Mahārāj's swarup is a garland, a mala. That doesn't, especially because it's speaking about the mala of so many associates in plural. It means that Mahārāj is the ornament of those personalities. It means that Mahārāj is very, very close with those acharyas, very close with those associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he knows them so well. Gauranga Gudatama Gopya the Kopa Briksham. He's a Kopa Briksha tree who's giving Gauranga Gudatama the most confidential teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this is one thing that I appreciated so much about Guru Maharaj. Actually, we were commenting recently that when we first met him, I marked that he's very different, because all the other sadhus, they would tell stories about Srila Prabhupada. And it was always like, Srila Prabhupada told me, and I was with Srila Prabhupada, and I and me, and as Maharaj is saying, sometimes it's more about the disciple than it is about the Guru. The Guru Maharaj taught us that a real disciple understands the heart of the Guru. And in a similar way, it's described by Jagadananda Pandit, Gorada Ami, Mukhi Bolila Nachale. Some people, they're jumping up and down and saying, Gorada Ami, I belong to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. But those persons who are following the teachings of Mahaprabhu and giving that, they get the real fruit of being the followers of Mahaprabhu. So Guru Maharaj was understanding that, and he was giving us Gauranga Gudatama, Gopyarako, very, very confidential things about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And sometimes devotees, they feel like, oh, Guru Maharaj, don't mind me saying, but Guru Maharaj should be the Acharya, Guru Maharaj should be so famous. Someone once came to me and said something to me about that, and I said, well, that sounds good, but isn't that up to Krishna? Am I supposed to vote for him? Am I supposed to jump up and down and shout? That's not going to do anything. Rather, we see by his own potency he did this, and we see that Guru Maharaj was a very amazing person. He stayed in Bhubaneswar for so many years, and practically no one knew about him. Even to this day, sometimes we're speaking about him with some senior devotees, and they say, oh, who initiated him? Sometimes they're asking that question. One big GBC devotee a few years ago asked me in a gentle way, he said, who initiated him? I said, Prabhupada. No, I heard he was initiated by some. They don't know very much about Guru Maharaj. And that's partly because Guru Maharaj, Gauranga Gudatama Gopyara Kopakrishna, he wanted to give this very confidential information. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati describes in one place that a platform speaker can't give those things which touch deeply to the heart. We can speak what we heard you speak yesterday, Maharaj, very nice. But it's very difficult in a very big audience to speak. And here in a more intimate audience, it's something very different. And Guru Maharaj taught us that also. He was going to so many different places around the world, but many times he would come to us and tell us nothing was coming out because the devotees, they don't have faith. And there has to be a price. A foolish person thinks that we're just going to cram this down everybody's throat, we're going to force this information on everybody. But it won't be effective. They won't be able to digest it unless it's pariprasna and seva. And otherwise we can say some little things, that's platform preaching to encourage many people. But when we come close, then Gauranga Gudatama Gopyara Kopa Briksham, then you can give like a Kopa Briksha tree to those persons who have some qualification. Gopala Gada Rati Dam. He's giving Rati to Gopal. And we saw by Guru Maharaj's behavior up until here in Mayapur when he left that day. The last request he had was, give me my picture of Gopal. And Guru Maharaj is looking at Gopal's picture and he calls that Gopal. And Hare Krishna closed his eyes and left this world. Guru Maharaj is so attached to Gopal, and he was teaching us by his behavior. And not just teaching us, but giving us that thing. As you were saying, Maharaj, I very much appreciating. The Bhagavatam says, that when we render service to Sadhu Guru, then we get some ruchi, some taste from that. And so when we render service to Guru Maharaj, we get some devotion for Gopal. Yati Singha, it's described, Yati Singha, he's the lion amongst the sannyasis. Every year for the last 24 years, we've been doing this program here in Mayapur. I've been coming, and we're always inviting different devotees. And I'm very much thinking about this program tomorrow. I'm very sorry, Maharaj, I'm not going to be here. It's my fault. I just thought you would be. I didn't extend an invitation. Next time we'll definitely have to do that.
Not invitation, because he's staying here. No one is there. He's staying here. No,
We'll send him back. You stay.
No, he's arranging here, everything, bookstall, everything, Gurudev bookstall.
He can take your ticket. But what we're trying to do, once one of our godbrothers, he said, oh, so many people are coming, and sometimes they're saying nice things about Madhavananda. And it makes me very uncomfortable. But I thought about it. What we're trying to do is something personal. As you were saying yesterday, Maharaj, it's not just that Guru Maharaj is an icon, as we would say, or like a deity in an abstract way, but he's a person. And in this program, people are coming. I wrote 40 emails last night to different senior devotees that I'm friends with. People come because there's a loving relationship. And then they come because then they can hear something about Guru Maharaj. And one thing that we always hear from practically every senior devotee, because most of them had very little association with Guru Maharaj. Almost, if 10 people speak who knew Guru Maharaj, maybe 4 or 5 of them at least will say, and he was chastising everybody, and devotees were afraid to come and sit close to him. I always speak like this, because that was their experience with Guru Maharaj, and that's nice, that's something. He's Yati Singha. For so many persons, he's a Yati, a sannyasi who's like Singha, like a great lion. Govinda, I constantly, Sitatam Prabhadi, I'm offering my pranam constantly to Guru Maharaj in this way, and trying to meditate upon him. I think it's very, very important. I remember after Guru Maharaj left, I had gone to, actually Guru Maharaj had told me to go to Malaysia to do some collection for printing our magazine. And we were gone for 6 months or something. We came back to Bhubaneswar. And this is just some historical thing, don't mind. And we were very shocked, and when we came back, there was no Bhagavatam class. And all the devotees were quarreling so much. And I said, what's happening with the Bhagavatam class? For English. Oriya is still going on, but in English there was nothing. And the devotees said, there's court cases going on, and devotees are arguing, we have no time for Bhagavatam. And I told him, Guru Maharaj, he said, every day, Shoka Moha Bhayabaha, that if you just hear Srimad Bhagavatam every day, then the Shoka Moha and Bhaya, this fear, lamentation, illusion, this will go away. And this is why Guru Maharaj had this temple, not just to make a beautiful place, so people will come and say, oh, what a beautiful building. That's not what Guru Maharaj wanted. But it should be a living building. It should be a living Bhagavatam. And that's a real service for Guru Maharaj. We saw Guru Maharaj himself wasn't just speaking about Prabhupada, but he was living the principles of Srila Prabhupada. And I strongly feel that as his disciples and followers, aspiring disciples and followers, as you're pointing out today, thank you, Maharaj, we should look to imbibe the mood of Guru Maharaj. Once I heard a story that there was some devotees around one very elevated sadhu, and one of them wanted to get some personal paraphernalia of that sadhu. So he looked at his shoes, and he went out and he found the exact same size, same brand, same color, everything, shoes. And so he purchased those. And then he took that sadhu's shoes, and he put the new shoes out there. And the sadhu came out that morning, many devotees around him, he put his feet in the shoes, and he looked down, and he could understand something doesn't feel the same. And then he understood immediately what someone had done. And he chastised him, and he said, very tricky. And he laughed and he said, actually, I never wanted these kind of things from my Guru Maharaj. So many people, they wanted Guru Maharaj's cloth. You were also speaking yesterday about the cloth of Mahaprabhu and how Jagadananda Pandit became so angry about that. We want some prasad of Guru Maharaj, but what is the real prasad? As you're speaking today, I so much appreciate that, not just something in my mind, but when Gurudev recognizes us. And even that recognition may be chastisement. I know one devotee, Guru Maharaj once told him that, told some of the devotees that he was my worst servant. And the devotee is very happy. I'm Guru Maharaj's servant. I'm his worst servant. He's accepted me. I'm the worst amongst the servants. So that should be our mentality. So this devotee, sadhu, he told him, I was never interested in collecting shoes and bahirveshas, cloth and things. I always wanted to collect his mood. And this is how we'll please Guru Maharaj. And I so much want to see Guru Maharaj always present. And he'll always be present when people see that there's a living tradition. It's not just history. When you go to Bhubaneswar, and this is where Guru Maharaj walked, this is where Guru Maharaj stayed, and this is where this and this. And it's like going in America, we had the Smithsonian Institute, some big museum. It's like going to some big museum. Guru Maharaj is an historical person. And if you're speaking like that, indirectly, what are we saying? What are we saying? It's something so terrible, I don't even like to say it, but we're thinking Guru Maharaj is dead. He's historical. But he's not. He's fully present. When Guru Maharaj left this world, one of the first things we did, a few of us, we went to visit Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, who I had spoken about to Guru Maharaj a few times, and Guru Maharaj had great appreciation for him. We went to see him, we said, Maharaj, our father just left, we're orphan children, we don't know what to do. And immediately he told us such a beautiful thing. He said, don't think your Guru is gone. You should think that your Gurudev is in the bushes watching you to see what you're going to do. Once we gave a class in Vrindavan, the Krishna Balaram Mandir, and I was speaking about how we should always be close to Gurudev. And afterwards, one brahmachari came to see me with a question. He said, how can I be close to my Gurudev? My Gurudev is in America, I'm here in India, it's very hard. And he explained, and I listened, and I told him, I said, please don't mind me, but I don't understand why you took initiation from your Guru if you think he's a mundane person. And this devotee was very shocked, and I don't think he's a mundane person. I said, if you think that material space, material time is going to separate you from your Guru, then that means you think that your Gurudev is a material person. The Gurudev is always present. In so many ways, he's more present now because he's testing the devotees to see what they'll do after he's hiding in the bushes, as Puri Maharaj told us, to see what the devotees are going to do. And it's more difficult when the test is more difficult. Two things about a test. One, first thing is about a test. When the test is going on in school, the teacher doesn't help you. The teacher's sitting watching. But sometimes we're getting a test and we're thinking, where's Gurudev? Why Gurudev is not here? Why I don't know what I should do? Why he's not present? But that's the nature of a test. If Gurudev was present, then there wouldn't be a test. The second principle about a test is that when you have a test, a very difficult test, it means if you pass that, you graduate to the next level. And so someone who's intelligent, when a test comes, they think, yes, I'm going to work very hard, I'm going to try to pass this test for the pleasure of Gurudev so that I can continue further. Where someone who's a casual person, they'll think, oh, today's a test, I won't go to school, I'll stay away. And then they just stay back, and that they don't progress. So for me, I wanted to come and hear you speaking today, Maharaj. It's very, very important to me. I want to hear devotees, as the Bhagavatam says, Parasparam Kathanam Bhavanam Bhagavajisa Mito Rata Mitas Tushtina Vita Mita Atmana. That we should learn how to associate with devotees. Even amongst God brothers, how do we associate? It's very nice if we have a Smriti Sangha and we come together and we say, I first met Gurudev like this, and And I remember I stayed in the same room with you in the guest house, and then maybe think, yeah, and you were really offensive, and you made me angry. And then we get in some quarrel or something. But shoka moha bhayapaha, if we come together and we hear what Guru Maharaj spoke, and paraspara, not just like someone giving the class, but paraspara, there's back and forth, there's some discussion. Paraspara anukatanam, following the kata of Guru Maharaj. That's a Vaishnava Sangha. And that'll keep Guru Maharaj alive, that'll keep his prestige alive. Not that we try to imitate the Prabhupada disciples, some of whom, not all, but some of them have tried to make Prabhupada into like a Jesus kind of figure. He's the founder of Charya, and I had association with him, and therefore you should respect me. And now I see after Guru Maharaj is gone, yes, I'm a disciple of Bhogavinda Maharaj, so you should give respect to me, because we're imitating what some of those Prabhupada disciples have done. That's not dignified, that's not what Guru Maharaj was doing. Let's speak something. And as Guru Maharaj once told me, he said, if someone asks you to speak, you have no choice, you must. He said, but when you speak, you speak in your own realization. You repeat what you've heard, but according to your own realization. And that's so valuable. I like to come to these programs. Some people think, well, why are we doing this program in Mayapur? Oh, they want to push Guru Maharaj. They want to convince everybody that Guru Maharaj is your Acharya. I have no ability to do that. Krishna can do that. That sounds nice. I'm not against that, but that's up to Krishna. But what I would like to do, I would like to meet Guru Maharaj through the words of Shiva Ram Maharaj, and Ranjan Maharaj, or Radhanath Maharaj, or so many devotees who are coming. And maybe they don't know Guru Maharaj very much, only this much, but they see a certain perspective, a certain side of him that I didn't see. And by loving them and by appreciating their realization of Guru Maharaj, they become encouraged. And Guru Maharaj becomes more prominent in society, and much more important, Guru Maharaj is able to fulfill his desire to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission. Guru Maharaj wanted to do that. He told me personally, that we should work to help uphold the prestige of Srila Prabhupada's mission. He said this in Spain to me in 1994. And the best way to do that is to have nice Krishna Katha and nice Vaishnava dealings. So if we're just an angry group, and we're just angry because you don't recognize our Guru, and I spit in your face, and my Guru, I'm our Guru, Jagat Guru, and your Guru, he's nothing, then we're acting like Kanishtas. And no one's going to love us, and no one's going to appreciate Guru Maharaj. We should understand that people will see Gurudev through us. So I want to come and hear from Maharaj, and we should encourage the devotees to come together, and do service, and to come together and to hear in a mood free from envy. The Bhagavatam begins with that principle. If we have some envy, oh, I remember Mahārāj was a brahmachari, and what is it? I'm not coming just to hear from you as a personality, but I'm coming to hear what you're saying, the kata, because it's not your kata, as you were saying earlier. This is Guru Maharaj's kata, and it's coming through you, through your realization, and that nourishes me. And when we keep that kata in the center of things, then everything is so wonderful, and Guru Maharaj is always alive. He's always present, more than just if we make big pictures and jump up and down and say Jai Gurudev. Some of the thoughts, please forgive me. Hare Krishna.
Okay, now it's time to Hare Krishna. I don't have so much realization like our God brothers. They're at that time like first line soldiers, Guru's first line soldiers. According to Vaishnava Siddhanta, he is great. Who is a real servant of Guru. He may be brahmachari, he may be grihastha, whoever he may. If one
and is very dear to Guru, and is a real servant of Guru, is correct. According to Varnashram system, sannyas may be correct, but it is not applicable in Guru Bhakti. No. If someone is Guru, choose him already, and he is serving our spiritual master, and Gurudev is pleased with him, you have to give him respect. It's a parampara system. Only this is position. So they are blessed by Gurudev. Gurudev like them. And still by Gurudev's blessing, everything is going on. And especially our God brothers. When I saw our God brothers, I just remarked one thing. In West, especially in West, they have a specific attachment towards Gurudev. Still after 25 years, they have a special position in their heart for Gurudev. And still they remember you. All incidents, all everything. And they're the special souls. Special souls. Sometimes Acharya is coming for special souls. Special souls. They have some specific relation. Still, I am going to Europe. Whenever I went to New Mayapur, this Mataji, we went to this Mataji's house. Huh? I said, please you come to Bhubaneswar, please you come. And she started to narrate when I was in Bhubaneswar, immediately. Still they have same affection. Therefore, whom I meet, I said, please come to Bhubaneswar. Because at least if they come to Bhubaneswar, they can remind Gurudev. Because they are not feel like helpless. They want, if they see Gurudev's temple, Krishna Balam, they can remind Gurudev, oh, Gurudev was sitting here, this Gurudev was praying like that, Gurudev is praying like that, Gopal is praying like that. Because without reminding Guru, how can we lead your life? How can we lead your life? So, thank you. By Gurudev's blessing, by all of your blessings, my God brother's blessing. I'm not a qualified person. I feel I like to serve. I like cooking, worshipping, cleaning. But I don't know how just Gurudev forced me to preach now. But this is against of my nature. My nature is just service. I like service. Whole day, whole night I can serve. And this, I have some specific attachment for service. But now, I have to travel, I have to preach. I'm just for blessing, Gurudev's blessing, and Godmother's blessing, all Vaishnav's blessing. So please bless me so that I can serve Gurudev and serve Gurudev's mission, Prabhupada's mission, and serve all Vaishnavs. So if you have some question, maybe it is 12 already.
You spoke about try, pray, cry. This is very encouraging.
First try. If not happening, then pray. If not happening, then cry. Last.
I really like this. It's very encouraging. But then there is also something that was not as encouraging for me when you spoke about Arjuna and Ekalavya, and it's a very specific story. And how Dronacharya has already chosen Arjuna, that he will have Guru Bhakti. So it means, what can I do to have devotion to my Gurudev, even that is coming from him?
Actually, when we develop simplicity, sadhu chooses. Sadhu only choose simple souls. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his commentary is mentioning one thing. When you don't have other qualifications, you are not committing any offense, you are a simple soul, a simple devotee. You just sit nearby the sadhu, immediate sadhu's mercy will come. And if you are duplicitous and you are committing offense, then mercy will not come, even you associate. Then what you have to do, and he is mentioning, then sadhu have to promise, you have to pray. Krishna, he is serving me, I already accept him, he is serving me, but it's not simple, you have to serve mercy. When sadhu will pray, then mercy will come. But if you are simple and not committing offense, we are trying our best, immediately sadhu choose. This is mercy, because this is mercy, it's causeless. Mercy is coming to shower us. Sadhu is bringing this mercy. You don't say, oh man, brahmachari, sannyas. No, only one qualification. Free from dupliciousness, simplicity, and not committing any offense. Immediately mercy will come.
Maharaj, I think you were speaking from Prapanamrita.
This verse? This verse is Prapanamrita.
So nice. Ramanujacharya is such an amazing example as you're reading of Guru Bhakti. But it's so interesting, we consider to be his guru, and he had several gurus, but generally we consider Jamunacharya to be his guru. But he never ever spoke with Jamunacharya. He wanted to take initiation from Jamunacharya, and he went there, and I think it's a very relevant story because she wanted very much to meet Guru Maharaj. And now how will Guru Maharaj recognize her? He's not. But this story with Ramanujan and Jamunacharya is very relevant. He went to Jamunacharya and he was shocked. He was going to take initiation, but when he arrived there, Jamunacharya just left his body. And his dead body was there. But he was holding, his hand was clenched. And Ramanuja then spoke, he said he has three fingers clenched because there's three desires that weren't fulfilled. He wanted to have a disciple who was named Jamunacharya wanted to name one of his disciples. It's not coming to my mind. But anyway, he wanted to name one certain, he wanted to write a commentary. He wanted to do several things. And I'll do those things. And as he spoke, each one by one, the fingers released. And the devotees, there was an exchange with Jamunacharya in this way, and Ramanuja, this personality who had left his body. So Prabhupada said he reasons ill that Vaishnavas die when they're still living in the sun. The sadhus can still give blessings. They can still give recognition even after they're gone. Such a personality.
Yes. Our Gurudev is saying initiation is just like outer things. But how much affection you have towards the acharyas, that will give you result. How much you are attached to acharyas, his teachings, how much. This is important. This is not, someone officially initiated but he have no love for his guru. But someone is not initiated but he accepts acharya as life and soul. Because his life is success. His life is success. What is initiation? Gurudev is saying, what is initiation? This is real initiation. When you love acharyas, when you have affection for acharyas. This is real initiation. But you are initiated, but you have no love and affection, a special position in your heart for your guru. What is its meaning? But if someone is not initiated, but he has a special affection for acharyas. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is not initiated by Sadhu Goswamis. But why he is always repeating Rupada Raghunatha Padero? He can't give up this thing. He will die, he cannot give up. He accepts already Acharya as his life and soul. This is the strength of bhajan. You don't think the initiation is strength of bhajan. Okay, we cannot say the initiation, we don't want initiation. Okay, this is Acharya procedure. But above this thing, one part, this love, natural affection for acharyas. You see, this is a parampara. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami never mentioned, anywhere he mentioned about his guru, you can't find. But always saying Rupa Raghunath, he already said Rupa Raghunath. This is important. Natural affection for acharyas. And if you pray, you will arrange everything. Initiation, forget about initiation. You can progress, you can chant, everything. And when you hear something, and it reminds Acharya's teachings. Affection is important. Yeah. We are connected with Guru. Connection means affection and love. And not by like Kaulika Guru. How can I say? Family tradition, we are accepting Guru. No, this is not a procedure. Okay, I am initiated. Right? This is, otherwise, why our Guru Parampara is Sikkha and Dikkha? Affection. Natural affection. Yes, now it's time. Thank you. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Gaur Nityananda Prabhu Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Sambet Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaur Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna, Jai Gurudev.